This video is to be used for educational purposes only and is not intended to replace individual research or licensed investment advice. Unique experiences and past performance does not guarantee future results. Trading stocks, options, and spot currencies involves substantial risk, and there's always the potential for loss. Your trading results may vary. No representations are being made that any software or training will guarantee profits or not result in losses from trading. This is the Premier Trade Market Wrap with Ivan Caesar.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Premier Trade Market Wrap for June 12th, 2007. My name is Ivan Caesar, and this is the news. Wall Street traded sideways today, clawing back from sharp losses and then tumbling again as investors dealt with the continuous rise in bond yields. As the 10-year note broke 5.25%, the Dow, along with other majors, turned negative and ended the day lower. Traders are concerned that rising interest rates will stop the flood of takeovers and mergers that have been fueling the latest rally. Dow Jones Industrial Average closed at the lows of the session, down about 1% or 129.70 points at 13,295. Tech-heavy NASDAQ suffered the same fate, lower by 22.38 points, closing at 2,549. S&P 500 suffering the worst percentage loss, down about 1.1% or 16.14 points, closing at 1492. Federal deficit is running sharply lowered through the first 8 months of this budget year as growth in revenues continues to outpace the growth in spending. The Treasury Department said that the deficit through May totaled $148.5 billion, down 34.6% from the same period a year ago. U.S. employers expect to take a cautious approach to hiring over the summer months, according to a seasonally adjusted survey of 14,000 employers by human resources company Manpower. Nearly 58% of employers plan no change in the pace of hiring. 29% expect to increase the hiring pace, while 7% expect to trim their payrolls. 6% said they were undecided. According to news reports, Japan's top car maker, Toyota, outsold General Motors by about 128,000 units last year, based on a technicality that excludes sales of vehicles and minority-held subsidiaries. Toyota is almost certain to take the lead for all of 2007, even by GM's count, after it projected sales of 9.34 million against GM forecast of 9.2 million. Ford Motors said it was reviewing its position on Jaguar and Land Rover, and union officials pressed for more information amid reports that the two brands were up for sale. John Gardner, a spokesman for Ford's Premier Automotive Group, which includes the two brands, said Ford had been viewing all of its operations for a year. The Bancroft family, controlling shareholders of Dow Jones & Company, will submit a new set of proposals to News Corp. News Corp has offered $5 billion to buy Dow Jones, but the Bancrofts have voiced concern that Chairman Rupert Murdoch could have too much influence over the company's flagship Wall Street Journal. In earnings news, Lehman Brothers, the nation's fourth largest investment bank, said robust stock trading and buyout business pushed second quarter's profit up 27% year over year. For the quarter, profits after paying preferred dividends rose to $1.26 billion or $2.21 per share from $986 million or $1.69 per share a year earlier. Texas Instruments lowered the midpoint of its second quarter revenue target as sales of calculators missed its expectations, sending its shares down lower. TI, the biggest maker of chips for mobile phones, said weaker than expected demand for calculators and for chips used in wireless network equipment had offset better than expected demand for handset chips and high-performance analog chips. Dean Foods said its full year and second quarter profit will be lower than expected as raw milk prices move toward all-time highs. Dean Foods, the largest U.S. processor and distributor of milk and dairy products, said it expects adjusted earnings per share of 30 to 31 cents in the second quarter and $1.52 to 58 cents per share for the full year. Scheduled economic reports for Wednesday include retail sales for the month of May, import-export prices for May, business inventories for April, the Energy Department oil inventories for the week of June the 8th, and the Fed Beige Book. Scheduled earnings reports for Wednesday include Cassie General Store, Nation Technical Systems, First Bank Corp., Valence Technology, Spartech Corp., and Capstone Turbine. This has been the Premier Trade Market Wrap for June 12, 2007.